Well guys, how's it going and welcome back to episode 9 I believe, and this is episode 1 of series 2. If that makes sense at all. Jesus Christ. Now, let's take a look and see what we've done at the end of last season and moving into what we've actually made changes to for season 2. Now, if you haven't watched the previous episode, go back and give it a watch. You'll find out details to the Payday 2 giveaway. It's going to be in the channel. Give that a watch and see what you think. Looking at the team now this season, we've actually decided to reject Manchester United and Liverpool for they both invited me to interviews for the club. Now, I would have went to the Man United and Liverpool one if I was on my doing my own kind of game, but this is something for YouTube and I want to do Watford as best as I can. Now, you've probably noticed that our overall balance sitting there is around 10 million, and that's not too good, guys. I think this season could be very difficult if we finish poorly. We're projected to lose another 29 million. It's not good, guys. It's not looking good at all. And yeah. But let's take a look at the transfers we've done this season and looking at the transfer history. Now, the players we have left this season, and it'll all make sense once we move into the team itself. We let go of Naom for 8.75, Joaro for 4, Tasky for nearly 4, Holbus, he was really annoyed for selling someone else, so I sold him as well, for 1.3, and a couple of other players left as well, and quite a few players on a free transfer. Now, looking at the players we have actually signed, we have got Willie Jr. in goals, who will be taking over from Willie Sr., and this is in fact Rulli, the goalkeeper from Argentina. His actual name is Rulli. It's Rulli. And we got him in a free transfer at the end of the first season, so he will come in and play. We've got Camille Gilk at centre half, one of the better defenders in the club now. Very, very solid player. We have got Denis Cheryshev, who signed for 4.2, which was the agreement from last season, from the loan. We got Bazur from Ajax for 7 million, who can play anywhere from central midfield to defender, so quite a versatile player. We got Murillo from Inter Milan, who is again 11.5 million, pretty solid centre half. We get Callum Chambers from Arsenal for 15 million, again a promising centre half and English. We also signed Jack Wilshere as well for 10.75 million. Really good player. Especially for £10 million, and being homegrown, he could do a good job for us at centre midfield. And you know what? I'm a big fan of Jack. I can't even talk today. I'm a big fan of Jack Wilshere, and he seems to be really good. He's not been injured for some time. He only had one small injury last season, hardly played though. And we got Kevin Prince Boateng on a free transfer. So let's take a look at the season, the squad, and the tactics, and what we're going to be doing this season. This is what we're lining up with this season. It's going to be 3 at the back with 2 defensive midfielders and a central midfielder, which is going to be Jack Wilshere. We've got quite a few good central midfielders now who can rotate between all the positions, and we've got quite a few defenders as well who can rotate different positions too. And up front hasn't been many changes. Cheryshev, Zirkovic, Zach and Mbolo. We've also got Troy Deeney there as well, and a lot of players on international duty just now. Willie Jr., Mamana, Murillo, Thiago and Barbosa are all away for international duty, and Gomez has been left out of the squad completely. So the pre-season for the club went as follows. We won 4 out of 6 and we scored plenty of goals. That's going to be hopefully the basis of the squad this season. Looking at the tactics, we've changed it slightly. We're exploiting both flanks, retaining possession, running at the defence, normal sort of defensive line because we don't have any wing backs now. And yeah, we're keeping it balanced. I'm pretty happy with that. We're keeping a really, really low tempo. And that's going to be revert. Oh, thank Christ for that. I nearly had a heart attack there. Anyway, let's jump into the first game of the season, guys. And it's going to be against, Liverpool. I'm so nervous about going into the game against Liverpool, especially we've not beat them yet in the last couple of seasons. That's quite difficult for us. But you know what? We started last season really, really confidently and we beat Tottenham 3-1. So hopefully we can come away with the result against Liverpool at this stage in the season. And yeah, I'd be really disappointed if we didn't win anything from this game. But looking further ahead to the season, it's going to be really difficult for us this season. We have signed some good players, we've made improvements here and there, we've streamlined the squad yet again and added some more English players into the squad like we said we would do next season. Obviously now, let's see how Everton got on first game of the season. Everton beat Man U first game of the season, that's insane. What we got a transfer for? No, we'll keep you just now. Okay, there's the lineup for us so far. We're going to stay with this lineup. That's what I've chosen beforehand. And I'm nervous, but we can do well against Liverpool. I'm really confident, and Boateng can sit number 24. I've also read all the numbers, so the players that are playing normally will be the main players, as you can probably see. They're kind of numbered properly this time. Let's kick off the season and the game, and hopefully we can pull ourselves out of the bag a win. I mean, all Liverpool after last match. Let's see what we can do. We've got a lot of changes to the squad. I've heard a lot of rumours this season that 3 at the back formations are probably the stronger types of formations this season, so we'll give this a go and see how we get on. Now, we do have a lot of players that are out on international duty. That's a bit of a shame. They're not back until the 20th at least, and we do have probably 1 or 2 games before them. But once those players come back into the team, we'll have a much stronger squad, and I'm hoping with the changes that we've made, we'll try and see if we can push up the table and finish higher than 8th, which we finished last season. So Mbolo picks up the ball here. It's intercepted down by Aguirre. I didn't realise Aguirre's 6'5". He's 6'5" in midfield. Is Zach on the ball? Oh, it's offside early on. That would have been a great effort to start us off. Alberto on the ball back to Skirtle. Plays it into Asamoah. Every team has made some changes. We'll take a look overall and see what general transfers have happened that come to mind. Cheryshev back to Chambers there. I'm playing our faster and smaller defenders on the outside of the defensive 3, and the taller and more physical guy in the middle. That'll be the best way to go about it. Mbolo on the ball early on. Emir Khan brings him down inside the box. Sorry about that. Number 10 on the ball. It's going to be Zach. What can he do? Zach is my number 10. He is the false 9. He's playing a kind of attack midfielder. Oh, come on. Oh, he's missed. What an opportunity that was. First good chance of the season to get 1-0 up against Liverpool. And Zach misses the penalty to make it 1-0. That's a bit of a shame. We'll look to see what we can change our penalty takers, because it might not be the greatest. But do you know, I want to get as many goals as I can this season. Let's see what we can do. We owe Liverpool after what happened last game. Let's stick with that. Stick to our guns. Let's look at the match stats. They are all overs, but they've yet to have a shot on target. Let's move into the full pitch again. Wilshere in midfield, as it goes away for another highlight. But no. Nervy is a good way to describe how I'm feeling this season. Things have changed, the team has changed, and I would like our final league position to change also. Let's make some changes in midfield too while I'm at it. Mbolo, yeah, we'll do that to you just now. And I'm pretty happy with that just now. Mbolo can come off. He's not had the best of games so far. Zach needs to stay on the pitch. He needs to get as much game time as possible, so he can improve this season, because he only improved slightly last season, which was quite disappointing because he is a solid player. There's only 19 minutes left this game. Are we going to pull off a 1-0 result? Let's see. I don't think we are. I've got a funny feeling. Oh, here we go. Cheryshev on the ball to Aguirre. Aguirre, oh, long ball into Mignolet, and he grabs it down. That's a bit of a shame. Emir Khan at the back. Liverpool have been lucky this game not to go 1-0 down to us through that penalty, so that's a bit gutting in a way. Asamoah up to Balotelli, who's now back on loan. Oh my god. Lallana, come on, close down, don't let it get in. Oh my god. Get it away. Cheryshev picks up the ball back to Henderson, he brings it back down. Lallana out on the right hand side. It's back into James Milner. Milner to Asamoah. Oh no, we've conceded in the 81st minute. 1-0 down, first game of the season. Oh, we're dropped down to 20th in the league. That is a gutter, guys, it really is, but we have made a lot of changes. It's going to take them 2 or 3 games to just gel together properly. We've made a lot of staff changes too, and that might have a bit of an impact as well, so I'm not too disappointed here. We should be 1 each if it wasn't for Zach missing that goal. Are we going to get a late chance? I doubt we will. If we do, it'll be great. But you know what, sometimes it just doesn't work out in the game for you, and this might be one of those games. Liverpool are a strong side, we have never beaten them before with this Watford team, and he's free at the right hand side. Milner takes a shot and Willie Senior puts it past out for a corner for Liverpool. It's whipped in by Coutinho in a second or two. There we go, in by Coutinho, and it's away from the defence. Lallana scrambles again, Coutinho, it's away again. Good pressure here by Liverpool. It's brought down by Romero. Good stuff. But as it appears, we're probably going to lose this game 1-0 as it seems. Not the greatest start to the season, boys, I have to admit. But you know what? You can't win everything. We've got 1 minute left. Cheryshev on the ball. Can he beat his man? Into Aguirre, Romero. There's a minute left. Come on, boys. Romero. Aguirre. Sheriff, come on, there's a minute left. Inside to Troy Deeney. Penalty again. Emir Khan has taken down Troy Deeney, and Deeney will take the ball to see if he can get... Oh, come on, boys. Come on. Penalty. Yes, we've got our goal. That'll do. We've got our goal. 1 each. We should have won this game with a couple of penalties here. Emir Khan giving away 2 of them. And that will kind of put the game beyond doubt for a kind of 1-1 draw, I'd imagine. In the box to Skirtle. It's out for a corner. No, it's going to be a goal kick. But there we go. It's going to end 1-1. It's a draw first game of the season against Liverpool. I'm quite happy at that. It's an improvement on last season in terms of the performances we've had against them. You were unlucky today. We were. Isaac was unlucky not to score. And it was a relatively even game. We had more chances on target. Slightly less possession. But you know what? We'll take it, boys. We'll take it indeed. And I hope you've all enjoyed the episode, boys. Leave a like, thumbs up, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. Good night.